So I thought today we'd talk about all the ways you can cut tubing or pipe.
All right, so what do you want to start with? Copper?
Well, copper is what everybody uses now for water, or was always been the standard. So I want to start right here. This is a standard tubing cutter. It has two wheels right here, rollers. You can see the blade right there. That's a replaceable blade. You want to be sure it's sharp. Now, no matter what the pipe size, up to about 1 inch, what you do is you put it on. So you tighten it down. And the most important thing is this first revolution, because as you go around, you're going to score the pipe. You see that? Now, when I bring it all the way around, okay, you want to be sure that you go back into that original groove, because you can run if you're not careful, and all of a sudden you've created a candy cane going up the pipe.
Right.
So once you know you're in the groove, so to speak, watch what happens. Now the key is to now tighten it, but not over-tighten it.
So tighten as you go.
Right, and if you over-tighten, you can actually take that tube out of round, and then the fitting won't fit.
Oh, you'd compress it.
That's right.
Gotcha.
So now I'm getting close. Okay, here it comes right there. Good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, perfect cut.
Gotcha.
Now there are all kinds of tubing cutters. Here's the standard one, and you can notice that the blade is right here at the top. Now this one's a little bit different. The blade is here on a piston that goes up and down. Now watch, it's convenient because I can push it right up and then tighten it onto the pipe.
Gotcha.
But what I find is if you're not careful, this can wander a little bit, so if you don't really watch what you're doing on that first revolution, it might run a little bit more.
Gotcha.
But it's pretty convenient. Now, all different sizes and shapes. Here's another one for larger size copper or metal pipe. But the problem is there's not always enough room in the real world to get this tubing cutter to go around. The wall might be in the way.
Right.
All sorts of saws for that. Here's a couple of hand saws, a hacksaw blade holder that allows you to cut into a tight space. But using a mini hacksaw like this doesn't leave a beautiful clean cut. You might have to deburr it.
Okay.
Now they also make some small cutters like this. This is called an imp. Now this is adjustable from 3/8 to 3/4. And you put this on, and now you can turn that right around, right close to the wall, and get into really tight spaces.
And you're turning and tightening
That's
as
right,
you
each
go.
time. It's got that knob right here.
Gotcha.
Now these came from Europe, and now they're available in American sizes. You open it up. This is for 1/2 inch. When you put it on, it's spring-loaded, so there's no knob to tighten. As you turn it, the blade gets tighter against the pipe.
Oh, so it's self-tightened.
That's right. But with these, you have to have the right cutter for the right size pipe. This is for 1/2 inch, and there's another one for 3/4.
Gotcha.
Now they also make a unit like this, which you can use as a regular imp cutter that's adjustable, but it also has an auto cut feature. You can also step it into this ratchet. Let me show you, it's pretty cool. Step it onto here, and now we tighten this up.
So are you saying that after you tighten it the first time, this is going to continue
That's
to
it.
self-tighten?
That's right, so I just have to go just like this, never have to tighten that knob again.
Wow.
All right, there you go. All right.
Went the other way.
All right, so that's copper pipe. But sometimes you may have to cut steel pipe. Now you can use a hacksaw or a reciprocating saw like this, but they also make a steel pipe cutter. Now this has got a heavy blade right here and rollers, and the same rules apply. You put it on there and you're going to have to hold back the pipe with a pipe vise.
Gotcha. All right.
All right?
So let's talk about PVC because it's got to be as common, if not more so, than copper.
That's right. You can use a regular wood saw, carpenter saw, but they also make a PVC saw, a little rigid blade, and that's just a question of trying to keep it square. Okay, and when you're done, you want to deburr that to get all the shavings out of there.
Gotcha.
But what I like is this. If you're going to do a lot of PVC work, this is the way to do it.
Size of that.
This is the way to do it.
So this is just a big nipper?
Yeah. So watch this. Watch that blade go right there, through there. Like butter.
And no burrs. That's
Isn't
a
that cool?
nice,
Great.
smooth cut, no burrs.
If you're doing a lot of PVC, that's a great tool.
Okay.
Now sometimes you may have to cut PVC below the floor level. You know, when you rough in plumbing for, say, a toilet, it might come up through the floor, and you want to put a closet flange onto it. Now that means you're going to actually have to cut down below the floor level.
Gotcha.
So for that, they make a blade right here that sticks onto a drill bit. And now you could reach down inside there and go right around there and cut that pipe off below the floor grade.
Okay, so a couple different ways to think about PVC. We still have got PEX out there on the
That's
market
right.
replacing copper.
All kinds of simple little tube cutters here, and that's the same sort of thing as that PVC cutter.
Nice.
Simple.
So good information on all of these pipes here, but I want to know what your grandfather would do to the cast iron if you're around today.
Well, let me show you. There's a tool that's the only way to cut cast iron. If this is a big cast iron closet bend, here's the place where the toilet would discharge into the main drain.
Yep.
Here's what we're going to use.
Whoa, look at this. Granddad never had one of these.
All right, so on this chain there are these cutter wheels.
Yeah, okay.
When I connect it, it's going to provide equal pressure onto the pipe.
So each one of those wheels is going to apply pressure just like your grandfather's old coal
That's
chisel.
right.
But it's going to do it all at the same time.
That's right. All right, so we snug that up.
And the result?
Well, put your glasses on.
All right. Get this out of the way.
Okay. This is fun.
What's going to happen? Oh! Look at that.
Not bad.
Not bad at
Take
all.
that, Grampy.